All right, friends, there is a deeply troubling new trend sweeping the internet. You know what I'm talking about. The Mayor Pete dance videos they were trending yesterday. Like, oh my God. So for those of you who don't know what the dance is all about, take a listen. All right, so basically it's the most painful thing that's ever happened, right?
Yeah,
and they just keep doing it, which I kind of respect that, like, everyone has made fun of them, but they just still continue to engage in this collective humiliation.
Yeah, it's like, you got to think about the psychology of a person who moves to Iowa for Pete Buttigieg, who like takes a semester off and moves to Iowa to do this. I mean, that is really what it is. They're like the lame kids at the pep rallies or something, like didn't quite make the A squad and the B squad, when they're kind of like political nerds, but my God, it's just embarrassing.
Well, I think,
so embarrassing.
and I think the reason why it struck such a chord is because it correlates and like resonates so deeply with the empty, lame core of his campaign that you're like, yes, if Pete Buttigieg's campaign was to be embodied in a dance, this is the dance that they would do. So that you could avoid having to watch this dance more times than absolutely necessary, we went through all of the best responses on the internet to bring them to you so that you could just like avoid the whole thing and move on to the rest of your day. Start with, of course, friend of the show, Kyle Kalinske, had some great takes. As president, I will ban the High Hope song. Which, listen, if this isn't asked on the debate stage tomorrow night, you know, then I demand accountability.
Your campaign song says everything about you. Fight song, I don't know if we all recall that one. I'll never forget watching people cry in the Javits Center as Fight song played.
I was there. Thanks.
Yes. I remember it fondly. High Hope is the same. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Like the whole thing, and it's like you said, we all care because it just tells us such a distinct story about Pete and like what his campaign represents, the type of people who work for him, who's excited about him, and it's a deeply sad time for us all.
So the teens on TikTok have had their own take, which gives me a lot of hope for the future of this nation. Let's watch. Okay, I've never been on TikTok and I don't understand it because I'm too old, but that makes me happy.
That's pretty good, but just a warning, TikTok is a Chinese-owned company. Don't use it and don't let your kids use it. I have to make my one serious plug.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So
the reason I've never been on, in fairness, is because Saagar told me to avoid it, so I am.
That's right. All right, Yellow Vest, or the Yellow Vest America, also
friend of the show,
a great tweet about this one. Let's check this one out.
All right, guys, so I just came from a Kanye West concert at Lakewood Church, and I've been thinking the whole day, man. Like, I've been thinking about my religion, my ideology, and I don't know, like, I'm not feeling Bernie anymore, man. I'm feeling Buttigieg, man. No, hear me out. I'm gonna steal the deal.
My favorite part is right at the beginning when he's like struggling to keep it together. But also, it was amazing the number of people on the internet who thought he was serious.
Oh, man. All right, and the final one, Krystal, you highlighted this as both two people who grew up in the South.
Yes.
Strikes a particularly warm chord. Let's throw up this Bible study take here. It says, Pete's entire campaign has strong Bible camp and cool straight edge youth group energy. That is so accurate on so many levels.
It's so right. It's
like,
so
come on,
right.
guys, Jesus is cool. Right. And then they start dancing, and you're like, everyone else is like, what? Like, what's going on?
There was that. You should look at that tweet and read the whole comments because there's like an elaborate role playing of like the rad counselor who turns the chair around backwards and sits down and is like, I've got a friend who's the raddest guy in town. His name is Jesus Christ, our Savior.
Yeah, that is definitely, that is absolutely youth group energy.
Youth group energy, love it. My sister was all about it.
Yeah.
And it's, it's a wonderful, positive thing for the youth. Let me just say that. Now, you do not have to watch that video ever again.
You're welcome.
You don't have to see the dance ever again because we've told you everything good there is to know about it.
Yeah.
The end.
All right, we'll have more Rising right after this.